views and opinions expressed in the preceding program were those of the hosts, guests, and contributors, and do not reflect the official views of Real TV, its management, or affiliates. Content was provided for informational and entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From use to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From use to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Current affairs, politics in the air. Social issues, we deal with it fair. No fluff, no filter, we call it how it is. Real TV vibes, what this how we be. Straight to the point, yeah, the people them speak. Straight to the point, every day of the week. Drama, truth, now the stories we've been. Tune in, let reality sing, yeah. Straight to the point, we don't beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From use to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
It's a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday evening here at Real TV. And of course, this is Straight to the Point. And we're getting straight to the point here. I want to say good afternoon to all of you all that is locked on the inside, wherever you are, wherever you're listening to us. I got your messages. People have been calling and they've been messaging and they're saying, Dale, what's going on? I'm not seeing you. I'm hearing you. What happening? That's not. It's a real source out there, you know. And I want to say thank you to all of you all that support us in what we're doing. It is an exciting thing to be able to come here every day to bring things to the forefront for you all and to celebrate victories and wins. And we celebrate not just victories and wins, we also educate ourselves at the same time. It's good to educate ourselves. Yeah, it's good to educate ourselves. So I want to say good afternoon and welcome to all of you all that is on the inside. I'm seeing you all in already. I'm seeing you all inside already. Good afternoon to you all. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. I want to say good afternoon to all of you all that as well live on Digicel channel 32, Green Dot channel 26, Airlink 25, B Mobile 110, Ampere 116. And of course, we're also live on the Tego app. Thank you for reminding me about that. You see, that's why I think I need to not pick up my phone when I'm on air. Because y'all won't believe the amount of people that keep messaging, keep calling while we're on air. And I have a nice rundown here, you know. But God works in mysterious ways, and I want to tell all of this. First to begin, touch not the anointed. Second to begin, if you aggravate me, I'll deal with your according. So don't call my phone to try to intimidate me or to try to make me feel some type of way, because I want you to understand that I am doing this without fear or favor. Nobody pays me. The other day I put up somebody, and director, you just have to follow me a little bit, right? The other day I put up somebody, and they say stop calling director, they say call it NATO. So you call it NATO. Right? I put up somebody the other day, and all you have to realize, I don't care if you're in government office, I don't care, you could be the mayor, you could be the councillor, prime minister, or president, but the prime minister and the president won't owe anybody. And they won't be ducking them. Right? So this man, before calling name, sister go call me before the show starts. Call on the phone. But sometimes I answer. Call on my phone to tell me when the show going live. No, you start off like that. Eh? When the show going live, you're waiting for the show to go live. I want to know if you know. You're waiting for the show to go live. You're waiting for the show to go live. I said, well, yeah, go live just now. So you're going and call to tarnish. Here was the last thing you say. You're going and call to tarnish the man's name and this, that, and the other, and everybody know where he live in. You tell me? Everybody know where he live in. So I going on the air to tarnish his name. Nate, I tell she, how she, and come off my phone and watch the thing, you know. What do you mean? How Jesus Christ, the Son of Nazareth. Why you watch me like that? But, Director, Nate, did I send you the person of interest picture? I think you're supposed to have that person of interest picture there, you know. Who am I talking about? I'm speaking about the Councillor for Komuto Tamana Electoral District, Sandy Grande Regional Corporation. Now, I had no intentions in the beginning, after I put up person of interest. Let me just put what I put. But I hate liars. I hate liars to the core of my being. I hate liars. I don't like them at all. And my thing is, before I put up your picture, I call your phone. I gathered all my evidence and then I put you up. Because if the person that you was owing money to, you ain't answering the calls, they're calling you breathless, you ain't answering the calls, I call you, you ain't answer my call, then the next best thing to get your attention is to put it up on the very said thing that you like, the media. I will put up this one that I sent you first. Because a lot of times these people have in public office. And again, I always say, you play with fire, you will get burnt. Put the picture up for me. This was posted. Person of interest, outstanding debt, not answering his phone. And then I start to see plenty people copycatting me now. But it's okay. We are trendsetters. You wouldn't get the results that I get. Councillor Kian Sarup Singh, come back to me. And this now is because you've gone on the media, you've gone under the post, your sister have commented under the post trying to think that it is fake news. And here what you do, you trying to align me to be a PNM. Oh, it's PNM media and PNM this. Probably the one that he put up. They take their time, you know. They took their time to craft fake news. And here what? Guess who posted? Is he really see own thing, you know? Because he realizes, see on the bottom how much people view it. It says my status. And if you're looking, you would see his picture is in the profile picture. Mind you, I call you, you never answer. You know you're owing the man money. You would have received document. I don't want this to ever be slander. So take this off. I put in my proof. Start to run the screenshots to me. Because remember, your sister now called my phone and telling me, everybody know where he is and everybody know where he working. But he's screening. Hear what the man say, if I had known was all this with you, trust me, you wasn't getting a cent from me. I still in shock. The same thing my family said you would have done me, you did. phone call, no answer, phone call, no answer, phone call, no answer. Next screenshot, phone call, no answer. When am I getting my 17,400 TTD? Because I've been calling, messaging, yet to no avail, no response, no accountability, calling, no answer, calling, no answer, calling, no answer. Let me go again. I want all you to zoom in on the date for me, please. What date you all seeing there? Because I don't want anybody ever in this life to doubt that anytime, straight to the point, put something up on social media that we have not done our just due diligence. We don't put people for playing on say, we ain't paying on nobody for no likes, and I want to say congratulations to the Straight to the Point team for making 1.1 million views in 2 weeks. Who doing that? Who giving all of that? Or you feel like here for clicks and likes and rage bait and thing, and I said, pay them out of office, them can't pay me. And the UNC can't pay me either because nobody could come and say that they're giving me, come back to me, that they get, you see the date? You saw the date? Put it back again, 2025, right? There's not a no thing. Let me put the next screenshot. What else we have there? What we have here? March 2025. What we just now see, May? See, it going back again. March 2025. Sister, I hope you're watching, you know. Sister, I hope you hush your mouth, you know. Sister, watch and see, and don't call my phone to tell me utter rubbish. Give me our next one. This man begging for your money. Give me our next screenshot. Messaging you right through. You more busier than the prime minister and president. When you wanted the money, it wasn't busy. You wasn't busy when you wanted the money. August 1st, 2025. August 4th, no response from August 1st, 2025. August 4th, 2025. Phone call, no answer. Phone call, no answer. Phone call. What are you going to tell me now? What are you going to tell people now that what we pay money to Photoshop this? But you should have stayed quiet and hush your mouth and do what you did. Look, March 6, 2025, phone call, no answer, phone call, no answer. Hear what the man is saying, I want my money. When am I getting my money? When you wanted it, it was given with no hesitation. Now it's problem to return it. All you still want to say is fake news? I tell you, don't come for me. Because everything that I do and I make sure I have my just due diligence. Let me go again. No, I want to hit them for 6, you know. Hear what you say? The 28th of February, I will have it. Let me go again. And this is when? 2025. What date is today, ladies and gentlemen? Let me go again. September 25th. Let me go again. He's so busy. All that time since 2025 to 2026. And all you want to bring all your scrawny self on my page to tell us, straight to the point, that we is political media. That this is political bacchanal. Let me go again. People hard-earned money. When we reach September 2025, no call and no answer. Call and no answer. Call and no answer. Counselor, tell the truth. Don't go out there. Don't go out there. You have no case. You should have hush your mouth and do what you do. When you see your name went out there, all of a sudden he know the man number and he called the man, you know. And I'm happy for that. But don't go out in the media and try to put no off thing, to try to throw me off, to tell me. Go back to the fake news thing again for me. Where you put on the bottom there? Put it up big on the screen for me. That's what he put on the bottom. Where you put on the bottom? Scroll down. Watch his caption. Fake when your money bothering people. Come back to me. Tell you, I warn you. Need to warn you. When your money bothering people, but you owing a man money, you want to let me show you how far it is. And use not my topic today. Let me show you how far it is. And how far we go. put up the letter that he was served in October. Sister, you hearing, sister? A sister, you hearing? This is not slander, this is facts. This itself. Pull it up for me. Widen him. Just widen him. Right, stay right. No, come down a little bit. I just want them to see the 3rd of October 2023, Keon Sarup Singh was delivered by registered mail to the Komuto Tamana Electoral District, Sandy Grande Regional Corporation, Ramdas Street, Sandy Grande. Sister, you really want to come for me, boy? Sister, you really want to call me before my show? To do what? Don't play with the eye. I tell all you, everything that goes up here is factual. I have a police officer who I want to go for right now. You're begging and crying and bawling and begging people for money. And then you're coming to tell me about I playing PI? Boy, you wouldn't want me to start to pull you up too, you know, about your private investors. You take money from a woman and tell she's a private investor, but don't tell nobody nothing and you're taking... God put her hand. Let me read this quick. So you see here, I refer to the subject, my client, that is of the 11th day of July 2025. You are indebted to my client in the sum of $17,400, which is the principal. Yada, 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 yada. Come back to me. I'm just showing all your evidence and proof so that when all you come for me and all you're telling me, Tata, we're not dealing with Tata here. Never in a million years would I, and this is why, straight to the point, will be one of the most credible sources, because we don't deal in feelings. We don't go and deal in feelings and emotions. And I want to tell all you today that the same council that want to spread propaganda in the media about this one putting them up and that one and his fake news and his PNM this and his little scrubbly sister come to call me. I want all you to know that he has begun payments and I want to give him a round of applause. Finally, he start to be a man. And don't stop, you know. But I had to embarrass you a little bit because at the end of the day, don't ever take God out of your thoughts. And as I always say, you know, people are always able to make mistakes. We could make mistakes out here in this life. We could make mistakes. We all do wrong sometime in our life. But it's what you do after. You get the opportunity of a lifetime. You see yourself get put up. You run yourself to pay the man. I am happy. But then now, you're trying to squabble my name to try to make it look like it's a PNM thing. Yeah? It's a PNM thing. Where you see, I don't have a particle, I is not no PNM, nothing. I am Dale the voice, and what I will be is the voice of the voiceless. That is what's sure about. Let's pay some bills, and when we come back, we're coming back with more. But I just want him to know, good afternoon to you, Betty. Good afternoon to Nisha. Good afternoon, Gwyneth. Good afternoon to all of you all that is on the inside. Don't play with me, because when you play with fire, you will get what? Let's pay some bills, we'll be back.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From use to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Hello everyone, I'm Kwesi Park. I invite you to join me right here on Real TV for the program Unfiltered Youth. This series will engage a panel of young persons from a very diverse cross-section of our society, talking or discussing the real issues affecting them in their daily lives. So join me right here on Real TV on Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. with repeats on Sundays and Wednesdays.
At Good Price Wholesalers, we're inviting all business owners. Whether you operate a pharmacy, supermarket, mini-mart, variety store, pet shop, hardware, or bookstore, we've got you covered. We offer a wide range of products, including baby and toddler items, confectionery and candy, cosmetics, fans, household supplies, party supplies, pet products, toys, stationery, and electronics. Wide selection, reliable quality, competitive prices. Contact us today at 380-8475, and one of our sales representatives will be happy to visit you. Good Price Wholesalers, your partner in business success.
Broadcast your yagnas, weddings, and Hindu celebrations live on Real TV. Share your special moments with us. Share your devotion with the nation. Call us at 373-8946 or email realtv.corporate@gmail.com to host your celebration today.
In a world full of noise, choose clarity. The Real News digital publication is your choice for important news coverage. From influential figures shaping our nation to a powerful week in review that keeps you informed. The weekly edition is available for download on all of our social media platforms. Smart, sharp, essential. Real News digital publication. Stay informed, stay educated, stay empowered.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Girl, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Current affairs, politics in the air. Social issues, we deal with it fair. No fluff, no filter, we call it how it is. Real TV vibes, what this how we be. Straight to the point, get the people them speak. Straight to the point, every day of the week. Drama, truth, now the stories we've been. Tune in, let reality sing ya. Straight to the point, we don't beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
Straight to the point. We don't beat around bush here. I want to say good afternoon and welcome to all of you all that is locked on with us on the inside. I want to say good afternoon. It is a pleasure to have you all here. Sometimes I had to take a little break, you know, so that I could calm down a little bit. But she can remember, I don't know. If you open my rundown, right? The man nowhere on my rundown. Nowhere is he on my rundown, but I will go and I will fight tooth and nail for anybody that believes to themselves that they could tarnish the good name and character of this show. From the time that you believe that you could tarnish the show, I will deal with you accordingly. And I want you all to understand this as well. To the bored people out there that want to send leads or be an informant, and you're sending shaky thing to me, I will deal with you as well. I'm going to send the warning. We've been getting leads day in, day out. I expect people to not like me. I don't need to be liked. All my life I grew up as an only child. I grew up playing by myself. I know what it is like to not be liked, to be alone by yourself, to be only and everything else. And I want to say, there is an individual, and I will come for you. I say not live on national television. There's an individual that started messaging me, giving me intel, stating that they had information about a certain shooting in Trinidad. And that with this certain shooting, that they knew the persons involved and connected. And one of the reasons why they credibly knew who the persons were and were connected was because they was in the vehicle too. And they went on the shot. What telling all you would not hear anybody else tell you all, because I like to keep it real. They were on the shot with the individual in question. And they went on the scene. They described the type of vehicle that they went for. They described the type of gun that they went for and what it was clad in. They described to the individuals, they said that 2 Spanish in the vehicle. 2 Spanish in the vehicle. The vehicle was driven by a young lady. And matter of fact, that the young lady is training in the police service. I'm going to tell you which part. The young lady is training in the municipal. No, Dale, don't let go of that yet. But this is what they say. She trained in the police. It's alleged. And by night, she's a gangster. It's alleged. That's what they're saying. And I'm saying alleged because I have to make sure that legally I am responsible. And you know, Nate and viewers, we started to do investigation because I said, boy, this is something big. Because they even tie back into the guns that went missing in the municipal police station in San Fernando, that it was tied to that. And they started to say that this woman was in charge of a specific and particular gang and would have infiltrated the police service. When I tell you the scene was hot, it was hot. And I decided that I'm reaching out to the members of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. I don't trust all police. I have a select people that I deal with because they have integrity. I can trust them and is results driven, and they are on the same page that I am on, which is a better Trinidad and Tobago. So your boy going in hot and sweaty. Information from the informant are going in hot. Well, Lady Lava say once he light and grim, high beam, well, I run in hot. And when I run in hot, we had a meeting, and all cards was about to be laid on the table. And we started to lay the cards because I find it funny that the informant is saying that they want this individual locked up. They want justice. Because a little child would have been murdered because of that incident. And I say, well, he had the right place. But maybe because I don't laugh and magenta straight like a pin, they thought that I stupidity. Because they wouldn't try that down the road, you know. But they come here to try it, and I want you all to know today that this is not no small thing that we're playing with. So this individual, if I only tell all you know all of that they went through is for family bacchanal. You don't want the girl to get the work, and you did this some years before, and they were thrown out from the barracks, and now you're doing it again. Mind you, I want to commend the officers of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service for acting on information. Acting on information not once, not twice, and they did a fantastic job. And after investigations, realizing malicious intent. Don't come by straight to the point and call my numbers or send me to pretend to be an informant when you know all you want to do is to set up somebody to sit down in a jail cell. Wrong guy. And if you didn't know, now you're going to know, because even when her William sister called my phone just now before I went on air, and now she have it there. Go and sit down with your brother and try to figure out now what you're going to do next. Pay the money, and that's it. Live a healthy life. But don't come out here and put up your status about, oh, you this, and the senior money, and want you. You know what? Let me play a little nasty game. Put up the Mountain in too long gone. I think you downloaded. You have the thing with the salary? Or I need to send it for you? I'm going to send it for you. I'm going to send it for you, Nato. I'm going to send that for you. Put it up, hot and steamy. Light and green, Nato. Because I want to continue with all of this after. So, you're talking all that talk. You get? Put it up. I put it up. When I put it up, people start to talk your business. It is alleged. Hear what the person say. If it is in relation to, he is chairman of 2 committees, allegedly, in the Sandy Grande Regional Corporation. Let me break down. Zoom up a little bit so we don't see the top, because I don't want them to miss. Zoom in. Yeah, I'll make them fingers work today. Yeah. Breakdown. Counselor salary between $10,000 to $12,000. Office appeasement allowances $2,000. Travel allowance $1,300. Communication and food $800. Community fund $1,000. Community allowance number 1 $10,000. Community allowance number 2 $10,000. Let me just go to the bottom. Based on the sources, between $35,000 and $37,000 a month. Come back to me. You telling me you can pay $17,000? But I like the effort. $4,000 is a start. $4,000. You understand it? $4,000 is a start. And continue to pay the man, you know. Because I have more things that you, anyhow, continue to pay the man. That's all I say. And I'm happy for you. I congratulate you. But don't ever come for me again, because the next time, all ain't gonna like it. Especially with you know, it's at a time in life, the same Sandy Grande Regional Corporation, I tell you, I out here long, you know. I out here long, you know. It's not last year, not year before that, you know. Was involved in some water stuff. I just put it as that. Some water stuff. Oh, you remember that? Remember when people was paying? I ain't gonna go there. Truck Brown water supply, the people contracted to bring water supply to the people for absolutely free, and the truckmen and them at a certain point in time, allegedly, was paying for the water that the truckmen and them was contracted to deliver for free. They was telling people they had to pay from sums of $150 and $200 per tank. You know what the corporation do? When I started to unearth it, they thought it was a small fry they're dealing with. You imagine, all you're saying is a political, whoever all they want to align you with. But all you're going to be so disrespectful to send somebody who papers sign as being a madman to come for me, or you doing that on your own? Because I find that disrespectful. Send somebody with class. Send somebody with class behind me now. I don't want to waste air and oxygen and my blood pressure going up. You understand? Or for idiots. But anyhow, let's focus. So, Angelo Tobias, the little baby that went missing. I want to tell you all something. We are now in a time of social media and social media influencers. And people trust the social media influencers more than they do the authorities, than they do Everybody else. People trust me to tell me their business more than they do to go to the police. And that's okay. And I want to tell the authorities that it's okay to take leads from a social media influencer. I had a video to play, but I feel like I don't want to play it. Or I could play it. That's the one with Delilah. This is very interesting. Check and see if you haven't seen it there. Delilah was on a live the other day, and she made some unearthed things. You see it? And she made some unearthed things. She called a man on her live. I can't play the whole thing, but I want to play peaceful here because this is what is happening now. And part of the show is to tell all you what's happening now. What's happening now? And you won't believe, while I'm here, somebody sent me some screenshots as well to back up what she said. And that's why I feel a little bit more comfortable in speaking about it. Play that clip for me.
Oi, Bodo.
Oh, yeah.
Where you seeing Delilah here? What going on?
Huh?
Delilah here.
Huh?
Delilah.
Huh, man?
Mother Divine from Trinidad, the voodoo woman. Listen now. Shannon.
Oh, you get my number.
Don't ask that. I's a voodoo woman. I's a voodoo woman. Don't ask me that. I don't know what's going on. I could tell you what's going on, but I want to ask you.
Hold on, eh.
Shh. 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 Shh.
Hello, tell me.
Yeah, here now. Here I want to ask you. What time Shannon called you on Sunday to go Georgia?
Sunday, he called me Sunday and asked me if I came to I told him I cannot make it to go to Georgia. Because I was working and I couldn't.
So he called you around what time he called you? That's what I want to know. Around what time he called you?
Evening time.
Evening time. To go Georgia. He and the child mother. He and the girl and the child.
No, was he alone? He tell me he wanted to go Georgia to handle something. I told him I cannot make it. I told him I cannot make it now, boy. I told him I cannot make it now.
And who you tell him to go with?
I tell him go with somebody else because I cannot do that. Okay, not my vehicle. Not my vehicle.
Not your vehicle. You want to grab in the people's car.
Listen, my brother vehicle now, but my brother vehicle.
Your brother vehicle.
I told him I cannot make it. I told him I cannot make it. So call my brother. Ask him and think now, brother.
Yeah.
I told him.
But who you call to carry him? Who you call to carry him?
Well, my brother, he called to carry him. My brother. He asked me for a session. I cannot carry him. It's not my van. So call my brother. I talked to my brother. It's his van, not my van. And that was all. And he called my brother after. And he told my brother that he cannot make it.
So who carry him? Who carry Shadow up there?
Georgia?
Yeah.
Nobody didn't carry him nowhere. Nobody didn't carry him nowhere.
You didn't carry him, my brother didn't carry him.
No, nobody didn't carry him nowhere. I'll tell you the honest truth. Right now, my whole body trembling and things.
I know your body trembling. Because watch me. Listen to me. If you lie to me, spirit coming for you.
I'm not lying to you.
Bad spirit coming to you. I will send my ancestors for you, so don't lie to me. I need to tell me the truth.
I'm not lying to you. I tell you the truth.
You and Janice Samela was together.
No, was he and my...
Yeah, but I want to know, you and Shannon's sister was dealing.
No,
We're not going to play the whole thing. But I want you all to see how powerful social media is. Where people, and good afternoon to you, sweet, sexy Bandy 50, I see you. Ms. Nesbitt, good afternoon to you as well. How powerful social media is. How powerful social media is. I want to play this as well because I'm proud that the minister is coming out and the minister is doing, how much, let me see, how long we have, a minute? Play the clip with the how long that is? Hear what? We'll do that when we come back from the break. So here what's going on. The Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, she came and she walked the area, she went to a certain area, they did a video. I want to highlight because I just praise when praised you and as mash up when people let her get mashed up. But here what's going on. We're going to pay those bills. When we come back, we're going into that. I want to give you a little passer too, you know. A 2 passer to give you. And I'm going to tell you something. You see them man and them who just go with woman and they know they're sick are coming back. After the break are coming back. Don't go anywhere, you know. Share the live. We'll be back.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Hello, everyone. I am the Reverend Clifford Rawlins, minister of the Diego Martin United Church and a published author. I am inviting you to join me on Real TV for Honest to God, where we are honest with what Scripture is and says and addressing topical issues in Christianity in a postmodern context and post-colonial Caribbean landscape. Provocative, controversial, stimulating, and above all, openly honest. Every Tuesday at 2 to 3 p.m. right here on Real TV.
Honest to God, I'm coming clean. Honest to God.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance. Is thermally and acoustically insulated, provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited, building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
I am Walter Stewart, President of the Trinidad and Tobago National Council of Parent-Teacher Associations Incorporated. Join us every Thursday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Real TV, where we look at NPTA Speaks, National Parent-Teacher Association Speaks, on topical and relevant issues pertaining to parents, teachers, education, and students of Trinidad and Tobago. This, of course, encapsulates local, regional, and international audiences every Thursday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Real TV, NPTA Speaks.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Current affairs, politics in the air. Social issues, we deal with it fair. No fluff, no filter, we call it how it is. Real TV vibes, what this how we be. Straight to the point, get the people them speak. Straight to the point, every day of the week. Drama, truth, now the stories we've been. Tune in, let reality sing ya. Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
Yeah, the airship is talking, director. Well, let's screenshot it. Somebody message me and say, watch the camera. Oh, God, I will watch the camera. Right? I'll watch the camera. Try not to break it, I'll watch it. Hear them now, always something with Olia and Kian Sarum saying on Facebook. I hope the next council is worse than Olia describe him to be, because trust me, it had worse than him, and in the future, it will have worse. What I'm telling you, Nato, she condoning the shippiness, right? That would sound like to me, but I could be wrong. So, the Minister of Rural Government and Local Government, Miss the Honorable Khadija Amin, visited Ramki Soon Trace today. Let's just play that video from Ramki Soon Trace for me, please.
Good morning. We are on Ramki Soon Trace in Paje Extension. Behind me is Ramki Soon Drain. Ramki Soon Drain is notorious for flooding. You see the size of the drain? This drain brings a lot of water from north of the Eastern Main Road all across the bus route, across the highway. And because over the years we developed the capacity at the drain, now what happens is that you have some washer lines that block the flow of water not the flow of water, but immediately whenever you have a little debris, let us say a coconut branch, that stick on the line, the water will overflow and go straight into the residents' homes. So this morning we are here with the technical officers from WASA as well as some of the residents, and they will be starting work soon to remove the pipelines that are in the drain. They also have some other repairs scheduled for Orange Grove Road, Ramki Soon Trace and surrounding areas. So residents of Ramki Soon Trace, Orange Grove, Paje Extension, be on the lookout. Our WASA officials are here. They are going to be doing the work. As your Member of Parliament, I also will be visiting from time to time, and we look forward to the full cooperation of the residents. We want to thank WASA and the Minister of Public Utilities for intervening after, I sent numerous letters. I know in opposition we sent so many letters and we didn't have a response. But now, thankfully, with the new government, we have this prompt response, and I want to say thank you very much to our WASA officials, and stay tuned. We'll keep you posted. We're on the road again.
You know what we have to get, NATO? From tomorrow, we will have a clappers effect. We give them claps. Yeah, again, claps. I like that. I like when we working for the people and we're doing what we have to do. Good afternoon once again to everybody. Right? Good afternoon once again. So, let me deal with some pasana. Before I go to the pasa with the young man, I've been trying my utmost best because I didn't know how to deal with this situation. And I had a very fruitful meeting today, and I think that we will get somewhere even better, because this show and everything that we're doing is all about upgrade. It's all about being better, doing better, serving the people, and being the voice for the voiceless. And I want to say good afternoon to my team. I have a nice team. I want to say good afternoon to them. I wouldn't call names because I had to give everybody a code name. But although you all see me, you all see 1 million views on social media in 2 weeks. It could not have been done without a great team. You know that they say behind every successful man is a good woman? Well, I'm still waiting on the woman, Nato. I'm still waiting on the woman. I probably can't see my way yet. But I must say that behind every great television show, there's a great team. And I want to say from my security detail that works endless and tirelessly. Thank you. I want to say good afternoon to my camera team. We had some new additions to the team, and they came out with us last night as well. We went on a little sting last night. I want to say good afternoon and thank you. I want to say good afternoon and thank you to even my friends outside. Because I have intelligence working for me outside. Some people want to know, Dale, how do you do it? If I tell you, then there would be no me. But there are agencies out of this country that has teamed up with me and has been able to assist me on many leads, has assisted me with finding persons, has assisted me to quell and know the difference between a bored youth at home and a serious threat. There have been persons who have been infiltrating the TTPS system to find out who I am, what kind of FUL I have, where I live in. They're doing that. But I will always say this. Good afternoon, Arlene. If you play with fire, you'll get burned. So if you want to get burned, come and check me. I want to say thank you to all the persons that call and give advice, to the people that pray for me. One of my good people, they called me, they haven't spoken to me in a while, and they said, Dale, I'm assigning, he's a pastor, I'm assigning intercessors to you. And he started to talk to me, and as he started to talk to me, some little prophetic things started to happen. And he said, you're being watched, but there is no God greater than the one above. And we're praying for you. So while we are not playing for slips and we have all the medians and right medians for protection, it's still, I will always give credit where credit is due. I want to say thank you guys. I appreciate you all. And I hope one day that I all will be able to come and check you all in your beautiful mansions and borrow your Porsches and Lamborghinis. Later, what kind of vehicle you want? My first 5 million, I go buy a cafe. Right? I promise you that live on TV. First 5 million. You get through. So, while we at it, this story, it really hurt my heart. And I want you all to understand, this show is not about clicks and likes and views for me, you know. It's about the people, really about the people. Let me tell you why. A young lady approached me last week. And since last week to now, I cannot catch myself. And I started to feel overwhelmed because this young lady would have gotten involved into a relationship with a man. They shack up. We just call it common law. Let me just say shack up. It became a common law relationship because they was together for 10 years going. Lived in the same house. And I want to tell you all this, and you will understand why I said that this bothered me so much. This young lady came to me and she said, Mr. Dale, and she was referred by a friend. Mr. Dale, I don't know what to do. But I fell down and I got a cut on my knee. No problem. I fell down and I got a cut on my knee and I ended up in the hospital. And I needed to treat the wound. The doctors did some blood tests. And then and there, I found out that I am HIV positive. You all hearing me, right? When it is that this young lady got into this relationship with this young man, she did not have HIV and AIDS. The only virus that she may have contracted would have been the common cold. And for 10 years, living with this man, good afternoon, Sunil, she would have found out that she got HIV/AIDS from this man. She said, Mr. Dale, I have been faithful. I did not exit the relationship, no form or no fashion. I have not slept with another man besides my man. I have to be careful when I'm saying things, because they like to slip you. And I became so hurt. You all hear what I'm telling you? I became so hurt because I am watching this woman before me, beautiful lady, and she's telling me, sir, I have HIV. I wasn't born with it. I trusted a man. We lived together for 10 years, and he gave me it. And it gets worse. She said after she composed herself, spoke to the doctors, the doctor started to say all what they had to say. Good afternoon, Trina. She called the man and she said, she approached him and she told him, hey, I'm sick. I've gotten HIV. And the only place I could have gotten that from was you. She told me, Gigi, good afternoon. She told me, she said, Dale, when I tell the man cussed me, black is black, white is white, and put me out of the house. Black is black, white is white, out the house, you go. He didn't care, and he apparently fully well knew that he had the virus. And she told me, she said, what was even worse was when she came out of the house, ladies, young people, not everything that glitters is gold. She said when she left that house that she was in for 10 years in a common law relationship, there was a time she passed and saw, because she has a friend somewhere around, or she was passing in the vicinity, and saw a young lady coming out of the house, Mr. NATO. And the young lady, I love to use that word called coitus, and did not know that she had unprotected coitus with this very said man. He is a nasty man. But it gets worse. Don't go anywhere. When I come back, I'll tell you all the rest. Let's pay those bills. We'll be back.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
At Good Price Wholesalers, we're inviting all business owners. Whether you operate a pharmacy, supermarket, mini-mart, variety store, pet shop, hardware, or bookstore, we've got you covered. We offer a wide range of products, including baby and toddler items, confectionery and candy, cosmetics, fans, household supplies, party supplies, pet products, toys, stationery, and electronics. Wide selection, reliable quality, competitive prices. Contact us today at 380-8475, and one of our sales representatives will be happy to visit you. Good Price Wholesalers, your partner in business success.
I am Zelisa Budusing Rupani, inviting you to join me for the rebirth of Apne Sitare, Our Stars, a vibrant and spectacular show celebrating the incredible local talents of the sons and daughters of Trinidad and Tobago. Experience the beauty of our culture through singing, dancing, and musical performances as we keep the arts alive and shining bright. Tune in right here on Real TV every Sunday from 1 p.m. for Apne Sitare, Our Stars. See you there.
Hey, I'm Enrique.
And I am Alicia.
And this is Voices of the People,
where Trinbago speaks.
Join us every Monday and Friday
from 2 to 3 p.m.
on Real TV,
where we give you, the people,
a voice.
In a world full of noise, choose clarity. The Real News digital publication is your choice for important news coverage. From influential figures shaping our nation to a powerful week in review that keeps you informed. The weekly edition is available for download on all of our social media platforms. Smart, sharp, essential. Real News digital publication. Stay informed, stay educated, stay empowered.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From use the drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From use the drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Current affairs, politics in the air. Social issues, we deal with it fair. No fluff, no filter, we call it how it is. Real TV vibes, what this how we be. Straight to the point, get the people them speak. Straight to the point, every day of the week. Drama, truth, now the stories we've been. Tune in, let reality sing, yeah. Straight to the point, we don't beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From use the drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
We're back on the inside. I want to say good afternoon and welcome. All of you, all that is on the inside, I appreciate each and every one of you. And I realize that every single day that we go live, the numbers grow. And more people are talking about it. I got to meet a lot of people when I went down to community hospital. I don't like that 2.0 name all you're trying to put on me. You see that 2.0 name? I am not the upgraded version of anybody. God works in timing, and God trains us up for a time like this. And I think that a lot of things that I've gone through in the past has prepared me for now. And that's why now is the time. I'm not a perfect person. I'm not perfect. And that's why I always say that we all make mistakes in this life. But the thing about it is, after our mistakes, is what we do next. I started to talk about an nasty man, and I started to get a headache. Literally started to get a migraine. So this young lady saw a young lady coming out of the home that she was in for the last 10 years. She would have then known that she has contracted HIV. The doctors would have advised her accordingly. And as such, with all that has been going on, she then told the young lady, yo, this is what is happening. She said, here what happening. This individual or person said, I'm telling you, I was with him for 10 years and I have contracted the virus. And the young lady was in awe and shock. And this is why I tell you that this is also going to be an educational show. Because a lot of people don't know that if somebody who knows that they have HIV and AIDS and they willingly spread it, it is a criminal offense. They can be held accountable, and you can't go to the police once you have evidence that such is being done. But what bothered me and hurt me the most was that this young lady was distraught. She was hurt. And it gets worse. Because at the end of the day, in all of that went on, and NATO in all that what would take place, she loved the man still. And all she wanted to do, or wants to do, I guess, is to fix things. Because you know what? In this life, we make mistakes. Now, I know about this mistake, eh? But I will never judge a person on their decisions in life. And you know, did they say, good evening, my brother, did they say, stay out of man and woman business? It don't matter the bacchanal. Stay out, because they go say they hate each other today. They go bat up that man tomorrow, and the next day they back with him. You know, I don't really hear the fellas bad talking woman. Do you ever hear, man, your brethren ever call you and bad talk a woman and then you end up with she? Well, you lie me the wrong set of brethren. When we done, we done. No, I'm a lover. Sorry. I's a lover boy. I's a lover boy. I gain him a last. And staying hungry. But the reason I spoke about this story, and I told you all it got worse, because there are people within their circle that found out that this young lady would have had this virus, and they are using that against her to extort money out of her. They are now using her situation and saying that we could help you get back your husband, and saying he need this, he need that, you have to pay them for this, you have to pay them for that. You're setting up the woman all how left, right, and center. As she gets she little money from she little small work, you're taking every cent because she is so embarrassed. She don't want nobody to know. Because as far as she believes, having HIV and AIDS is a sin. People go and watch you different. They're going to watch you like a leper. They're going to watch you like you have the Ebola virus. And she is still trying to come to terms that this man that she living with, that she loved, would have infected her, would have been infected, and told her absolutely nothing. And he is not going for treatment because he don't want nobody to know. What does it say? Play with fire and you'll get burned. So, I'm telling you all this because I may not ever bring this on television. I may not bring the victims here because they're not comfortable in their skin or they need time to. I remember when they go laugh at me, you know. I remember there's a time I had a hairdresser and I could talk about it now because she has made it public. She was doing my hair and we were talking and she was ministering certain things that was happening with her, and she's doing my ras and she tinging and she told me that she was sick. Director, I'm going to lie to tell you, I wanted to fall up in the chair because I'm saying, This woman had AIDS and thing in my hair. Next thing you know, she poked me with the needle and poked she with the needle. And I get too. And I never went back for some time. I never told her this, and I've never told anybody this. I went to the hospital and I do about 3 different AIDS tests because I wanted to make sure. And then I met some people who were starting to educate people about HIV and AIDS. And I want to tell you all today, right here and straight to the point. I don't know what it feels like. I would never know what it feels like because I don't have it. But there is nothing wrong. Maybe how you got it, somebody would have done it to you. But be responsible. Be responsible. There are people in high places that have this virus and are giving it to people left, right, and center. But you know what's saving them? Money. They pay off people to hush them up. And this is a place and this is a platform where we are going to get everything and we're going to learn everything. And it's good to be educated. It's good to read. I didn't like mathematics and all them things, you know. I was not a maths man, you know, but put a dollar sign in front of it and I know how to do the maths. You might tell me 10 plus 10, and I wouldn't know, but if you tell me $10 and $10, trust and believe, your boy knows 20 hot ones. How you want to give me USD, TTD? We ain't taking Guyanese. If it's Guyanese, we go multiply it by how much? 10 again? We will take pounds, rupees, crypto. Right? And I wanted to share this story because I want also, there are persons who know this individual because she was put on to me by people who was watching this show. And lo and behold, it happened where I wouldn't even tell you all where I was. And we had that conversation. And I want you all to tell her, I didn't forget her. There are a lot of people calling me and I've been sitting and I've been really studying what to do. But I want to help her in a different way. I want to get counselors to help her. And I want also for us to be able to approach that man and stop him from what he's doing. And I'll go at any means necessary for that to happen. And that will happen before next week ends. We're going to pay those bills, and when we come back, I have so much in store for you guys. Keep it locked. Don't go anywhere. And you know what? Share the live. You're part of it. When you share this live, you support us. For the people who want to say, hey, I want to help, I want to donate, let's do that as well. Because this show is way more than what you think it is. We're going to pay those bills and we'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us. Hi, I'm Zelisa Rupani, and I'm inviting you to join me for Conversations with Zelisa right here on Real TV. It's not just another talk show, it's a space for real stories, real insight, and real impact. We cover it all: health, law, parenting, relationships, drug and substance abuse, mental health, social issues, and so much more, with expert guests who help bring clarity to life's most important questions. So whether you're looking to be informed, empowered, or simply inspired, this show is for you. Weekdays at 10 a.m. with repeats on Real TV.
My mom has everything. What do I give her?
This May, give her something meaningful.
Celebrate every moment with elegant accents. In honor of all mothers, we're offering an exclusive 50% off gold and platinum plated jewelry, the perfect way to show love, appreciation, and timeless elegance. Discover so much more in store: fragrances, watches, handbags, home decor, gift items, and more. Visit us at Elegant Accents, 339 Eastern Main Road, El Dorado, 6 buildings east of Cora Junction on the left, or WhatsApp 719-3894. Make her feel cherished because she deserves nothing less.
Ladies and gentlemen, young people, senior citizens, it is my pleasure and privilege to invite you to look at the program Inspired on Real TV at 2 p.m. every Wednesday afternoon. Inspired is designed to lift your spirits, to help you overcome depression and failure so you could be an outstanding, extraordinary success. We have special experts every Wednesday who will inspire you to do better, to be your best self. So may God bless you. And remember, every Wednesday at 2 p.m., please look out for the program Inspire.
In a world full of noise, choose clarity. The Real News digital publication is your choice for important news coverage. From influential figures shaping our nation to a powerful week in review that keeps you informed. The weekly edition is available for download on all of our social media platforms. Smart, sharp, essential, Real News digital publication. Stay informed, stay educated, stay empowered.
Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Current affairs, politics in the air. Social issues, we deal with it fair. No fluff, no filter, we call it how it is. Real TV vibes, what this how we be. Straight to the point, get the people them speak. Straight to the point, every day of the week. Drama, truth, now the stories we've been. Tune in, let reality sing ya. Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
Back at the inside, I want to say good afternoon and welcome to all of you all here on the inside with us. Now, NATO is sorry to do you this, but when we have to do things, we do it. When we have things to do, we get it done. I want to send you this and this. So, I had an ex-person of interest, and he was literally hiding. He's screening his calls. He's screening his calls. I have a lot of tactics. I have a lot of people that make sure that I'm good, and a lot of people that chip in and chime in when they could to assist investigative efforts in finding people and in for allocating and getting people to get their money. And I'm real glad, I am very glad when persons can get results. When that man messaged me today and said, Mr. Dale, after you did what you did, that man paid me $4,000 and said that he has the rest. He will organize and he will this and he that. And I felt good. And you know why I felt even more good? Because NATO, nobody ain't pay me a cent for us to do what we have to do. But as yesterday when I went down to community hospital as well, and talking about being a blessing to people, and sometimes this is how we bless people, with our gifts. God has given us a talent. And the only thing I would ever ask the public to do is to continue blessing the show, so that when they bless the show will go further. But I had a person of interest. That we put up last week. And when I put up this person of interest, he goes by the name of Dimitri Hobson. Let's quickly run to that because I'm realizing we're running out of time. Dimitri Hobson would have, play the video clip and see if you could, yeah, we want to see that. Play the clip, just play the clip. I want to see he. I want to see he at all because I'm disappointed in him. But I want to show Dimitri something. Dimitri, you play with fire, you'll get burned. Play the clip, I don't want that. You play with fire, you'll get burned. You put a man out of his job, damage his vehicle, got in an accident with him, no problem. Came to an agreement that you're going to come and fix the vehicle. And then you're not being man enough, come back to me, you're not being man enough to answer your phone and say, boy, cat, dog, mouse, A, B, and C. You're screening calls. Imagine, Dimitri fully well knows that he has an obligation and, hey, come and deal with it. But because you're behind the gates, and you're, the pearly gates, Dimitri feels he's untouchable. And is, no deal, don't say that. You see parents who just condone stupidness from the children. You see, parents defend them, you know. But when it is they're doing stupidness, let them get a little burn. Let them face the consequences of their actions. Mommy start to defend. Dimitri, I want to tell you this. You could run, but you can't hide. Call the man, save yourself the embarrassment. You know, Neto, our decoy contacted Dimitri. Dimitri like woman bad. Dimitri forthwith, I call him Dimitri phone all the time, you know. Forthwith when you see a nice little back in a bikini, calls the phone to hear the lady voice. And when he start a message and he talking on the phone, but you can't answer me to us to have a discussion as to the way forward of the young man and his money. You like back? Okay. Now I'm just show Dimitri something. Play that video clip for me. Let me show Dimitri something. No. Give me the sauce now. Give me the sauce. You know which one is the sauce? The one that has your name on it. You have it? That's in the vehicle. You have to pull that off the flash drive. Let me run that. And the location saying where to go right, is it?
To make any right on it.
Right. So tonight, but in there's a gated community. Let me see what's gonna take place in this space. That is why he would feel comfortable. Right. That's why you feel comfortable. I see now. Hi, good night. Oh God, where it is? Yes. Right, I'm looking for. Where it is? It now makes sense. This person, Dimitri Hobson.
Dimitri?
Yeah, it's he would be here. The 82. You get here? Yeah, 82. Maybe they say you could play with fire. But just remember, you're gonna get burned, my friend. You know his mother, well, I talked to his mother. Mommy was so willing when I was there. And when I left, because we have some legal documents for Dimitri. And Dimitri has one address on his driver's permit. He have another address by so. He have another address by so. He have another address where it is the address have an authorization letter stating that he's living at an address. And one of them is his mother's address. But he didn't feel that I could have found him. Now Mommy is talking about and trying to tell me that you need to be a court martial to deliver a pre-action protocol letter or letter of demand. Mother. Quite contrary, you need to go and learn a thing or two. And also you need to understand who are the people on my team. I wasn't alone. But they would appear when need be. This wasn't a case. This wasn't a hostile case. This was to come and let's have a conversation. Let's be a man. And I told his mother, Mommy, all I need your son to do is to be responsible and speak and let's reason. When Mommy started to realize the heat is getting heated because her son already signed documents. And now it's to just get him to, hey, how you want to do it? You want me to serve you a legal letter again? And this time bringing it before the court? Or you want to start to pay a little kakada? You know, Mommy tried to intimidate me by saying she will call lawyer. Mother, I don't afraid that. Mother, talk to your son. That money you want to spend on a lawyer to try and intimidate me with nothing because I get she all the grounds. When I get she all the grounds and she get all the legal terms, Mommy block me. Because I show Mommy, it's not no... Gail didn't raise a stupid child. Gail and Viola and Marlon. Them didn't raise a stupid boy, you know. I might be stupid for woman. I might be a lover boy. But I ain't no stupid when it comes to the law and understanding where my gift lies. But I have so much things to talk about and so little time. So I just want to know my person of interest. Remember what I promised Mother and I say by the end of the week? By the end of the day? By the end of this week, watch and see something. Let's pay some bills. When we come back, you remember Kaya Silly? The young man who put his hands out the window and surrendered? You don't want to miss this. We'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked.
point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From use to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Real TV, where we keep it real all day, every day. If you're loving the entertainment, the news, and all the content we bring, then don't just watch, be part of the movement. Follow us on every platform you use: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you name it. Share this with your family and friends, your group chat. Let them know Real TV is the new wave. Real TV news, entertainment, information, bringing reality to you.
Hello everyone, I'm Kwesi Park. I invite you to join me right here on Real TV for the program Unfiltered Youth. This series will engage a panel of young persons from a very diverse cross-section of our society, talking or discussing the real issues affecting them in their daily lives. So join me right here on Real TV on Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. with repeats on Sundays and Wednesdays.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From use to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From use to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Current affairs, politics in the air. Social issues, we deal with it fair. No fluff, no filter, we call it how it is. Real TV vibes, what this how we be. Straight to the point, get the people them speak. Straight to the point, every day of the week. Drama, truth, now the stories we've been. Tune in, let reality sing ya. Straight to the point, we don't beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
We're back on the inside. Ah, Father Lord. Play with your baby. Play with your mother. Don't play with me. You have her there? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. So, there's so much, Sometimes
Hello, good day.
I just don't know. How are you going, darling?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. So, I know that this would have been impromptu, but I think that it is necessary. Given the fact, and I know that you have been advocating, how long now has this situation been going on for?
Well, the shooting took place on January 20th, and our first protest was the 1st of February.
I just now I lost you. You hear me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hello?
Talk again for me. Let me just make sure that I'm hearing you in the studio. Go ahead.
Yes, our first protest was in February, the 1st of February.
Right.
After the shooting took place on January 20th.
1st of February, and we are now in the month of May.
Yep.
So that means that this is a very lengthy period in time that this took place. What is the update? Because I know that you've been fighting. I see that there was the last thing that I saw coming out would have seen the card that you've been holding, 19 bullets, 19 protests. But what is the update? What has the police been giving to the family and friends as to where the investigation is?
Well, according to the police commissioner, Mr. Alistair Guevara, he said that they are waiting on one more document to send the case to the DPP. He would have made this statement on March 25th, which is 2 months ago. And I remember him telling us to give him 2 weeks. And it's been 2 months. And apparently he is putting the blame on Forensic Science Center and the head of there, which would be I think Mr. Derek. So I forget his surname, but his first name is Derek.
You're going in and out of
yeah, he was basically saying that they're still waiting on the Forensic Science Center and then they could send it to the DPP. But it has been 2 months since he told us that. And then we didn't hear anything as after.
I want to ask you a kind of stupid question. How you feel about that? Seeing that we've had other situations that has happened in TNT. We've had situations of a police officer being murdered in San Fernando, and forensics has done a great job. The police has investigated, found persons, arrested them. But in a simple case where we can say allegedly there is footage that shows what is going on, and the police commissioner and investigators and everybody else is still waiting to get what exactly?
Yeah, I think it's a blatant slap in the face. I think it's master manipulation. I think he is prolonging it so that we would forget completely. He is banking on it not being a hot topic anymore. I mean, it's already started to die down because so much has happened after the fact. And people on to a new topic right now, they're looking for the little boy in Tobago. Right. You know, and then so much has happened after this. So I believe that is what he is hoping for. He's hoping that the public forgets. We see how there is a prejudice because when Corporal Eversley was murdered, her case was quickly unraveled. People were arrested. We had pictures and names of suspects. Yet 4 months later, we don't have pictures or names of the officers involved in the murder of Joshua Samuel and the paralyzing of Kayase Lee. So it begs the question, is it that a police officer's life is worth more than the average civilian?
And just tell me again, is it that they said that the alleged information that at one point in time that they were saying that Joshua would have been a suspect in whatever it was, and that's why the police would have done or moved in on them the way that they did? And they also alleged saying that, I think that I heard, I'm not sure, so I'm not quoting, so I'm using the word alleged, in terms of finding a firearm in the vehicle and that kind of stuff?
No, they didn't. From what I know, they didn't say that there was a firearm in the vehicle.
Right.
But they did say that it was a shootout. So I don't know if they were shooting with the finger.
So they were shooting by themselves?
Well, had to be it. I don't know. Because they said it was a shootout and then it had no gun, right? And then the commissioner couldn't even apologize for his inaccurate statement made that there was a shootout when we saw in the video that there wasn't any shootout. Joshua's hands were in the air in surrender, and the only people shooting were the police officers.
19 bullets, 19 protests. Tell me about that.
Yes, that is a campaign we started after the initial protest at the Red House. We decided that we would go to different police stations around Trinidad and Tobago. And we are currently, well, tomorrow, please God, would be number 14 at the Santa Cruz police station at 4:30 p.m. I would have already sent notice 5 days prior because according to the law, section 109 of the Summary Offences Act, you have to at least send notice 48 hours in advance. So what I do, I try to send it more than 48 hours so they don't have any excuses as to not seeing it or not getting it.
At the Red House where the police officer came and
Yeah, because they tried. Because I realized they are very, either they are very unaware of the law or they just want to disturb us for no reason. Because it wasn't just in the Red House. I mean, at the Red House, they sent the riot squad. We weren't even rioting to begin with. And then, at a few protests after that, police officers would come out and try to be condescending and try to intimidate us. And it's because when I speak and when I quote the law for them and when I stand my ground and when I say, well, on what grounds are you trying to tell us that we have to disperse? Even under the SOE, you can protest peacefully. There is nothing in the law that does not permit you to protest peacefully as long as your words are not prejudice to public safety. What that means is that you are not enticing violence or, speaking violently. And our protest has never ever been like that. So what would be my plea to the police service or anybody listening would be that when we out there protesting peacefully, we literally just there with our placards, please leave us alone. I mean, at Arima police station, they did not say a word to us. They just allowed us to do what we had to do. They blocked the roads or whatever the case may be. And they did not say a word other than good evening. And that's it. And in Sawa, police station was the same thing. They parked over the road. They make sure everything was safe. And this was during the SOE. So why it is some of these other police stations, they're trying to try something and they're trying to tell us you need permission and this and that. That's not what the law states. The law states that we need notice. We need to notify. Notify and permission is two different things. You need permission for a march to utilize the nation's roads, not for a standstill peaceful protest.
And you said that it's going to be outside Santa Cruz Police Station tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, please God. And on Friday, the 22nd, it will be outside the Forensic Science Complex, because seeing that Mr. Guevara is pointing fingers and he refuses to accept accountability. And he's saying, well, it's because the forensic can send the report and that is why the case on hold, which we know is nonsense and which we know he's just trying to sidetrack us and trying to prolong it as much as he can. Then this was an impromptu protest, but I already sent the notice today, which would be the at least 48 hours in advance, and we would be there at St. James at the Forensic Science Complex on Friday, please God, for 4 p.m. So I'm asking people to come out, especially at that one, because it would make a statement in the fact that you as the commissioner pointing fingers and trying to say, well, it's forensic fault.
Yeah. And I'm sure that they can expedite this if needed, but I guess
exactly.
I don't even want to get too much into it because the general public has seen what they needed to see, and I think that justice is definitely needed to be served where this is concerned. We want to know what happened. Give us all the details. I remember that the minister was saying at some point in time that there is information that they don't want to release to the public.
Which is nonsense.
Which would justify.
Because had it had been, that don't make no sense, because look at the pattern with situations before Joshua's situation in terms of extrajudicial killings. They would always say that the police were fearful for their lives and it had so and so how much ever gone, and they have a whole long Nancy story, right? But for Joshua and Kaya's case, it had nothing.
But tell me though, what is the position of Kaya right now in terms of, I know we only hearing in the media that she's now paralyzed. What is her health condition is like? How is she making out? I know that she'll no longer be able to work. What's happening with that?
Well, Kaya is coping as best as she can. To me, she is doing way better than the average person would be in a situation like this. she has a strong trust and faith in God, and she believes that she will pull through. She's currently undergoing physical therapy, which is a long process. She also is supposed to get a new wheelchair soon. She messaged me to tell me that she was really excited about it. I told her, I said, well, I hope it pink. So,
right.
So yeah, but
and in terms of family, because I think and she has a kid as well, right?
Yeah, she has a daughter.
Wow. So how
and well,
out now with Joshua not around? How things is with that?
Well, she's getting a lot of support from her family,
right?
Which is a good thing. And they would have also started a GoFundMe, and they would have been asking, the general public, friends and family, loved ones, or just anybody concerned to make donations. I actually have her banking information. I don't know if I'll be able to share it for anybody listening that would want to contribute. Even one of my customers, because I'm a business owner, he saw me randomly and he was like, I have some money to give you for Kaya. I say, you know how to tell her send it? She said, no, I don't know how, but I just want to contribute because I know with everything going on. And I think that was really sweet of him. So yeah, that's what she has been surviving on right now, the love of the people that actually concern and actually care and, would do their part in assisting financially.
Yeah.
Because you can't really do anything else.
Trinidad is a nice place. But you could share that with us.
Yes, so it's a Republic Bank account. Her name is Kaya Sealy, KAIASEALY, and the account number is 1-800-777-9001. That is 1-800-777-9001.
So is there anything in particular in terms of, I know that you're planning these 19, you're number 14 right now. What do you want or need from the general public?
I need the general public to look around, look at the state of our country, and remember how long things like these have been going on for, and ask yourself, when will it end? And don't just say, when will it end? I can't do nothing about it, because there is power in numbers. If everybody just sit behind their phones and rant and rave on social media and don't actually come out to make a difference and act, then they would continue to turn a blind eye on our concerns, and not even just concerning extrajudicial killings, but just the crime rates in general. Look how many babies has passed away recently due to gun violence. Currently in a state of emergency, like nobody is saying that this is crazy, under a state of emergency, the place is supposed to feel safer and it doesn't. You understand? And those at the head, unless it affects them, they would never feel how it feels on the ground. They might just look at statistics and say, well, crime dropped by how much ever percent, and it was higher last year, and make all these high and mighty proclamations in their safe homes, but the people on the ground is who actually feeling the pain and the brunt of it. And I believe that the citizens need to really become more interested in bringing us to a better place on some level. You understand? It wouldn't be all perfect, because I just always say crime is a business, so you could never eradicate crime, because then you would be eradicating a money-making industry, right? And that's just the reality of it. But you could still do as much as you can to lessen how often it happens and how blatant it happens. I mean, how can we see all these innocent babies dying and we just say, well, oh well, you understand? This is proof that our current commissioner is incompetent. this is proof that the SOE is not working. So what are we going to do about it? Are we just going to sit and complain, or are we actually going to come out and start protests for these things? Or are we going to shut down the country and say we're not going to work? Are the business owners going to actually want to lose profits for a day at least to shut down the entire country? Are they willing to do that, or is money more important? That's the question.
Wow. Well, I really hope that the nation hears what is happening. I mean, we've seen, and I hope we don't have the 7-day mentality where as something else new happens, we focus on that and we don't focus on what is prevalent and what is in front of us. I'm definitely going to try to at least send somebody from my crew down there to see what's happening and at least to give you a coverage while we're live here. All right?
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
That would be great. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you so much for giving us some of your time. I know you have a lot to do and organize before tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. Thank you very much.
Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You have that picture with the young man with his hands out the window? In the white aqua? Joshua City. Zoom in so they could see. Since February this happened. Just want to remind you all, as I told you all, we're not sensationalism, we're not sensationalized media. We give it to you real. This is real TV, and this is straight to the point. Since February this happened, and we are now in May, and the police are saying that they're waiting on forensics. I don't know, they're probably trying to conjure up the... Let me don't say that. Come back to me. To remember, we're in a state of emergency. And there are things that have been put in place to muzzle people and things that have been put in place to not only contain criminals, but members of the media who they may believe can or could act in danger of public safety. So I had to, rock back sometimes. Can't release the venom. Because then they go say, I interfere with public safety and I inciting and I this and I that and I the other. How long would the SOE last? We can't hide behind that for long. I took to community hospital, and I know I'm very tight on time, and they were doing something called they were doing a cataract surgery, something. So what are we doing? Is it, or we come back, or we go and come back? So let's pay some bills and we'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the bush. From use to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Are you looking for the right space for your business? Fred's Plaza has the space you need. We offer professional rental spaces designed for growing businesses. Conveniently located in San Juan on the Eastern Main Road, opposite the PTSC terminal and between Royal Castle and Mario's. Easy access, high visibility. For inquiries, call or WhatsApp 868-384-7142 today, or visit Level 3 Fred's Plaza for details.
Planning a concert, conference, wedding, or cultural celebration? Let Real TV broadcast your event to the world. From live streaming and on-air coverage to global reach across TV and online platforms, we make sure your big moments are seen and heard everywhere. We offer professional production, worldwide exposure, and an unforgettable impact. Don't just host your event. Let us share it with the world. Contact Real TV today, where your story becomes everyone's experience.
Call us today at 2926470 or WhatsApp us at 3847142. You can also send an email to realtv.corporate@gmail.com.
Need a space to record your podcast, interview, or video content? Our fully equipped studio is available for rental, perfect for productions of all kinds. Enjoy a professional studio setting, quality lighting, and a comfortable environment designed for smooth, high-quality productions. Call or WhatsApp today to book your studio time.
In a world full of noise, choose clarity. The Real News digital publication is your choice for important news coverage. From influential figures shaping our nation to a powerful week in review that keeps you informed. The weekly edition is available for download on all of our social media platforms. Smart, sharp, essential. Real News digital publication. Stay informed, stay educated, stay empowered.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Current affairs, politics in the air. Social issues, we deal with it fair. No fluff, no filter.
We're back on the inside and we're very tight on time. So we went down to community hospital. We got our exclusive. Tomorrow I'll give you all that exclusive viewing. I just want to play in terms of what some of the things that the persons had to say. Let's do that very quickly. So guys, we are here at Community Hospital and we're just doing some little checks and going through in terms of what is being given, the free surgeries that is happening here. And I am here with a lovely young lady. She's smiling from ear to ear, seeing that she's all bandaged up. Tell me, what's your name?
Gail Ayong.
Gail Ayong. So Gail, tell me in terms of what brought you here today.
Actually, cataract in the
So you have a cataract in the eye. So you did the operation today?
Yes.
How was the experience?
Actually, quite well.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't feel a thing.
You didn't feel a thing?
Mm-hmm.
So you went in, you did. How long the process took for you?
Approximately 10-15 minutes.
Right. And in terms of when the first day that you came until now, what that process was like?
Well, I came last year to sign up.
Right. So you were one of the 2,500 people that came last year to sign
Yes.
up. Right. So you did that, and then the first day that you came
Last week Monday.
Last week Monday.
Yeah.
So they did all the tests.
They did the.
So, guys, we're going to see you guys tomorrow, please God. Same time, same place, 4 p.m. sharp, right here, straight to the point. This is Real TV. God bless. Be safe.
Straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Yeah, straight to the point, we not beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice. Current affairs, politics in the air. Social issues, we deal with it fair. No fluff, no filter, we call it how it is. Real TV vibes, what this how we be. Straight to the point, get the people them speak. Straight to the point, every day of the week. Drama, truth, now the stories we've been. Tune in, let reality sing ya. Straight to the point, we don't beat round the bush. Straight to the point, yeah, we cut through the push. From news to drama, truth in every voice. If you want real talk, this is your choice.